Hey there. Good morning. Good morning, lovelies. Good morning, lovely family. How are you? I'm just getting Yoda out. I'm just getting myself out. I'm just going for a little walk with you guys. Just doing the things that I love to do. Why do I do it? Why do I do it? Why do I do the things that I do? Why do I love to get connected with all of you guys? What is it about going for a little walk with my friends that I like so much? What's there not to like about going for a walk with my friends? Just getting my dog out. Just hanging out with my friends. Just getting myself moving. Just getting myself breathing. I love it. I love doing that. I love doing the things that I love. Right? Do you have some things that you love? I'd love to know about you. I'd love to know some things about you. Would you share some things about you in the comments down below? Would you tell me some things about yourself? What do you love? Are you over 40? Are you over 50? Are you married? Do you have children? I'd love to know. Please leave a comment down below. I love to know about you. I'd like to know about you. I'd like to interact with you more if I could. I love, getting up, getting moving, getting breathing. I love doing the things that humans do. Being in relationship is like the cream of the crop. Isn't that as uppity as it gets? Being in relationship. Relationships are love, right? An expression, a loving expression, right? Relationships are healing. So, why do I do it? I'm a little bit selfish. Because I do it because I like it. I do it because it makes me feel good. Yeah, I do it because I want to feel good. I do it because I know that it makes me feel good. So I get up and I make myself do it. I get up and I do the things that make me feel good. I like to practice the things that make me my best. That's all. I like to wake up. I like to get moving. I like to get breathing. I like to get thinking. I like to get speaking about the things that I love. Good morning. Good morning. Just getting myself going for the day. Just starting up the old engine again. Right? Isn't this what it's all about? Starting again. Another day. Starting again. This is how we do it. Right? Seize the morning and champion the day, right? If you can just get over that first initial how you're feeling to start your day. Sometimes if you're over 40 or over 50, you may not feel like it all the time. I know. Sometimes I don't feel like it either. But can you just sit and be present? Can you just be present with I don't feel like it? Just being present with it, just breathing. Just an inhale and an exhale. Just an entire moment with whatever is right now. It's acceptance, right? Just accepting things as they are right now. Why do I do it? You know, I've heard this. The meaning of life is to find your purpose. And the purpose of life is to share it, right? So it's to find out the things that are, written inside of your heart and your soul. What's written inside of you? What's on your inside, right? Your higher self, right? I do it because moving and breathing picks up my energy. The energy is me. I am the energy, right? So I get myself moving and breathing to nourish the energy, right? So I do it to nourish the energy within me. So it's a little bit of a brain flip a little bit to kind of get to who we really are. Who are we? Right? It's to get out of the thinking mind, which has us trapped in the problem. I am this problem that I've got, or I've got this thing with my partner, or my child, or my boss, or the government, or the landlord. I've got this thing, this problem with my health. I've got this problem, right? And we get into the problem and we get into problem solving, and how much fun is problem solving? Right? Oh man, problem solving, doing, fixing things. This is what we do. This is what we get into the habit of doing. It's our role. We get into our roles and all these things that we got to do. We tell ourselves all these things. We get into the stinking thinking, right? It's a bad habit. Why do I do it? I do it to get out of my bad habits of thought. I want to change my habit of thought. We all have bad habits of thought. I know I do. I don't want to speak for you, but this is it. It's to overcome your everyday habitual thought to create something new, right? It's to put your thought upon something new to create something new, right? This is, of course, if you believe that you are the creator of your circumstances, and it depends on that. Like I can't make you believe that, but hopefully you may be inspired to ask yourself that question, right? Do I believe that I am the creator of my circumstances? Do I believe that I get what I give to my life? I don't know. Do you believe it? I believe that. So I like to get up in the morning and take responsibility. I like to say, I am responsible for my life. I like to think it. I like to say it. I'm taking full responsibility for my life. I am changing my life, right? It's just a change of perspective, right? From I got this problem, I got that problem. It's like, I got this or I got that. But hey, I guess, what? I guess it's a good thing I've got this or I got that, else what? I'd be dead. Because that's life, right? Isn't it true? Isn't this how life is? Good morning. Isn't life both? Good morning. Just getting out. Just getting moving. Just getting breathing. Just talking myself out of my habitual funk, right? Just breaking the habit. Just breaking the natural everyday habit that we fall into, right? We've got to come out of the stinking thinking, right? To make something change, to make something different, you got to get into some new energy, right? If we want to attract something different into our life, we got to bring ourselves into a new energy. So we've got to rise and get ourselves into that new energy, right? That's my responsibility. I got to rise and get myself into the very best energy that I can for the day. I got to take responsibility for myself. I'm getting up. I'm making a decision. I got to get myself going. I'm making a decision. I got to get myself going. Getting myself going physically. I got to get moving. I got to get breathing. I want to try to stretch and strengthen my whole body. I want to work on all aspects of myself, right? As I age, I don't want to lose any of my abilities. In fact, I'd love to increase my abilities with age. Increase my abilities for all things. Like, endurance, strength, flexibility, agility, range of motion, right? Energy. I want to be more enthusiastic and optimistic. I want to be better in my relationships. In my relationships with my wife, in my relationships with my children, in my relationships with food and money, right? With substance, with things, right? I want to be better. I want to be more. It's like you got to get up and get thinking about, I want to be more. I want to grow, right? That's coming into alignment. It's coming into alignment with what is. It's getting into alignment with what is. What is an infinite, expansive being. This is what we are. We're infinite, expansive beings, and we're stuck in these silly little limited beliefs, and we need to kind of come out of those silly little limited beliefs. We need to get ourselves out of those silly little limited beliefs, and there's lots of things we can do to do that, and one of them is just getting out, getting moving, getting thinking, getting speaking, getting breathing, taking responsibility for myself, changing my food, taking responsibility for how I'm nourishing myself with my food or without food, nourishing myself from within myself, from the way that I think and speak about myself, right? I can nourish myself by myself from the way that I think and speak about myself, from the things that I hold in my mind as I breathe, right? What have you got in your mind right now? Are you sending a signal of love and expansion into your body and life, or are you sending a signal of worry and fear? Are you thinking positively about your day, optimistically about your day? Are you looking for something wonderful today? Or are you running away from something scary and ugly? This is a change of perception, right? It's a practice. It's a habit to get up and practice changing your perception, getting into the moment, getting yourself to the present, because in the present, we're ever expansive. We're unlimited. And we've gotten caught in a limited thought process, which is holding us back. And we need to come out of it every day. We need to practice it. And I tell you, relationship is a wonderful way. And I tell you, I love getting into a relationship with you. So here I am being selfish, getting into a relationship with you, doing what we do in relationships, love, just sharing. What's love? Giving and receiving. What am I doing? Giving and receiving, right? Just getting into alignment. Just coming into alignment. Just starting my day with some alignment. Just starting my day in the very best way. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for watching. Please leave me some comments below. Let me know a little bit about you. And I would love to know more about you. I'd love for you to join my community. That's where I can get to know you better and get into more relationship with you. Let's have daily dialogue. Let's get daily inspiration. Let's connect every single day. That's what I do. I do this practice every single day, and I share it in my community with my family, with my friends. Join my love community, my natural health community. I'll make sure I leave some links below. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have yourself a super awesome, terrific day. Hello, friends and family. Hello, community. Hello, family. Hello, group. Hello, friends. I like to talk about relationship. I like to talk about community. I like to talk about physical and mental wellness. I like to talk about loving yourself. I like to talk about love. I like to tell people that it's love that heals the body and life. It's love that changes our body and our lives. It's love for ourselves. It's love for others. This is what I like about community, about relationship. The relationship is about love, isn't it? Just getting into a community, just getting into a relationship with someone else, this is loving. And love heals the body. Love for self and love for others heals body and life. Love heals all things. So getting into relationships, loving relationships, is how we heal ourselves. Through dialogue, through communication, in loving relationship, this is a big part of the healing process. Relationship, community. And this is why I invite people into my global health family. Community and talk about building relationships and community. If you're not in my chat community, please make sure that you tap any links associated with this video and join my chat community. Let's get into dialogue because we need to talk about the things that make us healthy and well. And it's not the things that we've heard our entire lives. So that's why I created this community, because I like to talk about the true, authentic things that make us healthy and well. And that's what the community is all about. To talk about real life health. To talk about what keeps us healthy and well for a lifetime. So today I just wanted to talk about some foundational aspects of my health and wellness program. I've been a coach for 30 years. I've been a physical trainer. My background's in kinesiology and psychology. I've been a scientist for life. Physical sciences and mental sciences. The science of life. That's what it's all about. Taking the science of life and putting it into a lifestyle and creating a lifestyle out of it. Right? So my health and wellness program is a physical and mental training program. It's a 6-week health and wellness lifestyle program that talks about physical and mental wellness. Here I am just getting myself moving, just getting myself breathing, just working on the physical and mental aspects of myself for the day. Just taking physical and mental action. I like to teach people that there are 3 primary movements. They are flexion, coming over, flexing over the spine, extension, extending up, reaching up over the spine, up as high as we can. And I like to talk about rotation through the spine. I tell people it's from these 3 foundations, these primary movements, that the capacity of human movement is built from these 3 primary movements. And I also like to tell people that, with movement is always a shifting of our weight. It's moving through the primary movements, and it's always about shifting our weight. So we can always come back to just weight shifting if we need to catch our breath. And whenever we shift our weight, we're always balancing. We're always moving our weight from one side to the other, so it takes a little bit of agility, coordination to move weight in different positions and in different ways and at different speeds. That makes us coordinated, agile, nimble, quick, stable, supported. Like an athlete, we all need to be athletes in our life. A physical and mental training program is making us the very best that we can be to receive every moment of your life. Does your life need you to be your best? Is your life calling out for the very best of you? then you need to get into a good, positive, lifestyle, healthy program, system, method, a way of managing your health and wellness on a daily basis. I want to teach 12 foundational movements to you today. These are the 12 patterns that I like to teach in my health and wellness program. My 6-week health and wellness program is 108 different movements. I just built my program, my 6-week program, out of these foundational movements. And I'm going to teach you those 12 foundational movements that I think that everyone should do every single day. That we should rise up and work on our physical and mental wellness. And if we would get up and work through these 12 movements and work on our thoughts and words as well too, that we could take charge of ourselves, of the energy that is within ourselves, and we could change our life in that way. We could take complete control of ourselves, our health, and our wellness. This is what I call sovereignty. This is about taking charge. This is about taking responsibility for the energy that is within me and taking physical and mental action in order to change that energy for the day. So just teaching my 12 foundational movements today. Starting off, my first one, the squat. All the way down, deep knee bends, activate those knees, work those big hips and thigh muscles. Right? That's a big foundational movement. Another one, the lunge. One leg forward, very athletic movement, carrying the weight in one side. Right? And what we do for one side, we also want to make sure that we can do on the other side. We want to practice both sides. We want to be ambidextrous. Human has learned how to work mostly with one hand and has also learned how to work mostly with one mind. One side of their mind. To be whole, happy, healthy, and well, we need to learn how to activate the both sides of us, both body and mind. Both mind and heart must be activated for the human to come balanced and whole. Both sides of the self must be integrated. Wholeness, holistic health. My third movement is the jump. If you can leave the earth, awesome. It doesn't have to be big, but I would encourage you to maintain your skills as you age. As we move past 50 and beyond, we don't want to lose our skills with age. We want to increase them or maintain them. What you don't use, you will lose. So you want to make sure that you take the time to practice your physical and mental wellness every single day. After my squat, I've got my hop. More challenging, balance and stability, and also leaving the earth. Wonderful. Hopping if you can. If you can't hop, then just a single stability balance. Awesome. Working on both sides, balance, stability, or hopping. Next one I want to show you is a plank. Getting myself down into a horizontal. Trying to keep myself nice and flat to the floor. I'm working on my core muscles. I'm working on the center of my body. I'm working on my arms. I'm working on my shoulders. I'm working on my whole self. Whole self integration. Holding myself flat in the plank, moving, working on my core, working on my muscles, working on myself, and breathing. I am getting healthy and well. Positive thoughts and words while I'm working on my physical being. Coming up from that plank, I want to introduce that horizontal rotation, right? Rotation through the spine. We want to twist through the spine. When we walk, this is how the body moves, with a bit of rotation, right? We need to have rotation to have fluid movement and action. We want to practice rotation for the day. We want to move through rotation in a number of different ways. Here's upwards rotation, right? Same thing on the other side, upwards rotation. And we always want to bring it back to consciousness and breath. Exhale, inhale. Focusing within yourself. It's for you to collect yourself in the now moment. This is how you create change in your life, one moment at a time. Dropping myself back down into the horizontal plane, I'm stepping my knees towards my shoulders, crunching through my middle. That's my mountain climber. Another full body strength, core, foundational movement for me. Mountain climbers. Coming up from there, I'm going to grab a couple of dumbbells. You could use a couple of water bottles or a couple of cans of soup, just pulling. Some sort of pulling action where I'm pulling my arms into my body, pulling my elbows back. I'm working on my rows. Let's try 20 rows, 30 rows on one side, same thing, 20 or 30 rows on the other side, pumping the blood through the body, through the upper body. Foundational movements, working with repetitions or working with time. Right? We can do repetitions or we can do 30 seconds or a minute of doing something. Dropping myself down again. I'm working on my spider lunge this time. Flexibility and strength. Stepping up and stretching out. Stepping up and stretching out. Flexibility and strength. Whole body health. Wholeness. Integration of whole self. Holistic health. Physical and mental wellness. Getting myself moving. Getting myself breathing. Getting myself thinking and speaking about the things that I love. Finishing off today with my last foundational exercise is a push. Something where I'm pushing weights off of my chest or my body weight. I can do this off of my knees. I can do this off of my toes. I can do this in a way that is most appropriate for me. That's what it's all about. There's a little introduction to the program. There's a little physical and mental introduction to health and wellness, to holistic health and wellness. If you're in my group, if you're not in my group, please join my group. If you are in my group and you're not in my chat, please get into my chat. Get into my community, get into my relationship, get into my system, get into my lifestyle. I'm doing it every single day. I'm working on it every single day. I'm practicing it every single day. I look forward to practicing it along with you, in relationship with you. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the family. Have yourself a super awesome, terrific day. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my natural healing community, my natural health community, my love community. I tell people that love and health are the same thing. They are a frequency or a vibration. Today, I just want to do a little introduction to natural health, a little bit of an introduction to me, a little bit of an introduction to my community. Just to give you a little bit of information about what this is all about, what I'm all about. I'll tell you that I've been in health and wellness for a lifetime. And I no longer believe that health and wellness and relationships, finances, future goals. I don't think that there is any separation between any of these things. I think all of these things are a result of the things that the human is thinking, saying, and doing. If you want to fix or change or heal something, anything in your life, you can. Anything in your life can fix or change or heal. All things can be changed. All things can be healed. There's no sickness, illness, or disease that is a death sentence unless you fall into the beliefs of that. You can change your circumstance, you can change your situation, you can heal yourself, you can change your energy. This is all a change of energy. This is what I like to talk about. Energy, life force. And I talk about the energy of life. The energy of life being an energy of love. It's the same energy of health. Health and love are the same. They are a frequency or a vibration, a station that you can tune into. I learned how to tune into this station. And yes, all of us can learn how to do it too. I talk about holistic health. I like to teach holistic health, mind, body, emotion, mind, body, spirit. I think there's three aspects to ourself. We are a trilogy or a triangle. We are mind. We have a mind, but we are not mind. Human has mind. Human can think, but human is not our thoughts, because we can change our thoughts. So we are not just our thoughts. Thoughts are an aspect of us. Human is body. And coming from a physical background, a lifetime of health and wellness, physical therapy and training, body, a lifetime of bodybuilding. Human is body, human has body, but for certain, human isn't the body, because after death, the body still remains and the human is gone. The energy of the human is gone. And this is what I like to talk about, the energy of the human. The energy of the human is not the body or the mind. The energy of the human is the frequency, the vibration, the emotional body, the spirit body, the soul. We're talking about the energy, the essence. The nature of the human being is love. This is what I found. This is what I found in my lifetime, that healing myself, fixing myself, changing myself, healing, changing my life was a matter of loving myself, learning how to love myself. Loving and healing are synonymous. They are a frequency or a vibration within us. Who am I? Why should you even spend some time, get into my community? Why should you bother? Why should you bother trying to hang around me in my community? I'll tell you a little bit about me. I am now turning 50 this year, but you can see in this image here that I've been, pursuing excellence in body for over 30 years. Excellence in body, I think now, is nothing more than excellence in mind and excellence in energy. I think if we energetically change ourselves now, that all things will fix or change or heal. I'll tell you, I started this whole journey of health and wellness at 13. It's sort of begun for me. I started exercising consistently before that, but I started exercising consistently with weights at 13 when I was in a fight at school and I got embarrassed. I got thrown around, roughed up, embarrassed in front of the girls. And it was in front of the girls I was embarrassed, and I made a commitment. I made a decision then at 13 that I was going to build myself up and be strong. That I needed to be bigger to be good. I needed to be bigger to be accepted and not be embarrassed. So I was protecting myself with my body. So I started exercising, building my body kind of from a broken idea that I wasn't good enough. It was an embarrassment that triggered me to make a decision that changed and formed my life. A 13-year-old decision. So I tell you that story to let you recognize that a lot of the decisions that we make are unconscious decisions or decisions we make in our youth. And these decisions can still be driving us well into our adult years. And we could be still acting or reacting to a decision we made when we were kids or when we were teenagers. And a lot of the work that I like to do, that I'm passionate about, is helping people to understand how shadow triggers, past circumstances are really shaping, creating what's happening in your life today. And we can adjust and overcome these things. Anyhow, this happened to me at 13, that I started into the weights. And by the time I was 19, 6 years later, I was already the provincial champion, provincial junior bodybuilding champion. And I went on to the Mr. Universe competition. I was in the Mr. Universe competition over 25 years ago now. I won Mr. North America in 1996. So I believe that was 26 years ago now. So, I mean, I pursued building the body, nutrition, and exercise. I learned these things from a young age. I learned these disciplines from a young age, and they became a part of my life. And I want to say that they are important aspects of life. Physical training on a daily basis and being conscious of our nutrition. I've changed my conscious thoughts about nutrition from when I was bodybuilding, but it is essential that we are conscious of what it is that we're putting into our body, how we're nourishing ourselves. It is important. Physical movement, daily movement is important. Nutrition is important, and the type of nutrition that we're using is important. And I learned a new nutrition after 40, after 45. I learned and practiced and teach a new nutrition, a new lifestyle that I learned. I'll tell you, I studied kinesiology at university. I studied psychology at university. So my background is in the sciences. I'm really a scientist. And I've been a personal trainer and coach for over 30 years. I've done over 35,000 personal training sessions. I have a private training studio in my home. I have 2 private training rooms. My wife and I are both personal trainers, so we both have 2 spaces so we can each see clients. Our space is set up to work with people online or offline in the studio. We do private and semi-private and small group sessions. You can do that in our private studio down on the Burlington Lakeshore, or you can tune in to our private studio on our schedule from anywhere in the world. We have exercise, 30-minute workouts going on 7 days a week. Exercise nutrition has been a lifetime for me. A real lifetime. I'll tell you, I started at 13. By 19, I was already the junior champion. At 19, my mother passed away, and my father made me move out. I don't tell you that for any sort of pity. I'm just telling you that this circumstance in my life made me an extremely independent person. I'm a very independent person. I've developed my masculine and feminine. I lost my mother and my father at a young age and had to become independent. So I had to study and learn and understand how to be a successful person. I've done that. You know, I had to do that through trial and error and through mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes on my own as an independent young man, as an independent businessman. I went bankrupt twice. I made lots of mistakes. I got stuck in anabolic drugs. I became an overeater, an overdrinker, an overshopper, an overconsumption. Got stuck in the ideas of money and sex. Food, money, sex. Like, this is what happiness was. I made all of those mistakes. I got addicted to things. Yes. I've overcome those things in my life. I'm no longer controlled by those things in my life. I've changed my life. I've changed my life energy. But I have made those mistakes. I've made lots of mistakes. By the time I was 40, I was declaring my second bankruptcy, and my health was in decline. I was 40 pounds heavier than I am now. and in a lot of pain in my body, financially in ruin, physically unhealthy. My relationships were all strained. I had to make a change in my life. I started back to studying about mindset, and I started looking at different mindsets and understanding that there are alternative ways to look at things. There are organized systems, structured systems on the planet, but we get stuck in what we know and what we're doing, and we kind of get closed-minded. And what we need to do to heal ourselves or change ourselves or lose the weight or heal the pain, what we need to do to change our life is we need to change our mind, and we need to get new information in order for that to happen. I tell you, I learned how to love myself. I learned how to heal myself by learning how to love the ones around me, the ones that I love the most, the ones that were most important to me, my family. You know, there's my oldest daughter is 18, my youngest son is 10, and my wife and I have been together for 25 years. You know, I've been with these people for a lifetime, but I'll tell you, it took me 18 years to learn how to love my daughter, and I couldn't really love my daughter until I learned how to love myself. It was through loving relationships that I learned how to love myself. Or, you know, what I knew before that was kind of what everybody told me, what's right and what's wrong. And that's what I did. And I did everything that I thought was right. And I still, you know, wasn't satisfied with myself and my life. And I had a lot of physical pain and a lot of relationship problems and a lot of financial problems. And everything around me was just a problem. Everything around me was triggering me. I still had a lot of work to do. The triggering around me, things around me were making me feel uncomfortable during my day. I had to learn how to take the triggers, the things that were around me, the relationship problems or things that I was calling problems that were happening around me in my relationships around me, and learn how to determine what those triggers were doing inside of me, recognizing the trigger within me, and then going inside of myself and sitting with that trigger and healing it within myself, letting go of it, surrendering it. This happens in meditation, in conscious breath. With movement, with meditation, with conscious breath, with a change of nutrition, with a change of internal dialogue, I learned how to love myself, how to heal myself. And now I teach people that healing health is an emotional change, an energy switch. Health is emotional healing. By the time you get to 40 or 50 years of age, your body has some pent up, blocked up, trapped emotions in it. And this is what's slowing you down and making you have this trouble or that craving, this craving or that craving, or this addiction or that habit. All of it can be linked back to emotional traumas that happened in our past, negative energy, negative emotional energy that's trapped in the body physically. And we can get it out. We can get it out through a fasting lifestyle, through a hydrating lifestyle, through a raw fruits and juices lifestyle, through natural things, through earth contact, through sunlight, through movement, through breath, work, through meditation. Yes, this is the way that the body truly heals. This is authentic healing. True healing is an emotional change, an energetic switch. I like to talk about authentic energy, authentic nutrition, and I like to tell people that authentic nutrition is hydration. It's not food. It's getting away from this idea that we need to eat all of these proteins and carbs and fats and vitamins and minerals and all of these things that we need to get in order to be healthy. And we think that health is something that we need to get. Truly, health is something that we need to get out of the way. We need to get some blockages, emotional blockages, physical blockages. There is inflammation in the body. It's in there because of incorrect nutrition for a long time. 30 or 40 years of incorrect eating will put inflammation in the body. And this is the first steps of sickness, illness, and disease. Sleep problems, mood problems, financial problems, relationship problems. These are the first steps of disease. If we don't make change now, if we continue for another 10 or 15 or 20 years, you're going to see cancer, disease, and the rest. Yes, we can come out of this. Yes, we can break it, but we need to learn some new information. We need to recognize that true authentic energy is the energy of the electron moving around the proton. This is true authentic energy. And this is the energy that we need to tap into within ourselves. We can do this. We can find this energy around us and within us, and we can learn how to access it. Yes, it's a change of information. It's a change of mind. Welcome to my community. Please, if you haven't yet, join my private Facebook group. I'm sharing there. My community and friends are sharing there. Get into my Telegram chat. This is where I'm dialoguing daily, sharing this information, sharing how to do it, the how-to, the thought process, the mind about it, the nutrition about it, the fasting lifestyle, the natural lifestyle. If you want to talk about these things, if you want to get more personal about your situation, I would love to help you. Let's arrange, let's book a call. I've got to run right now to my next appointment, but I wanted to reach out to you today with a welcome message to let you know how to get involved, how to interact, how to learn and grow and be with me. And please be in my community and follow along and learn along and see and try on what you like, and watch and observe for a while, and you'll see what happens. Magic happens here. I love you. Have yourself a super awesome, terrific day.